Whoa. 4 books? That's amazing. Because that type of base is hijacking their optimized route and using it against them. Haha, we got him. I probably wouldn't go below 20 minutes, though. Nice, we got some feathers out of that. Alright guys, welcome to a brand new series. So this is my first ever modded 7 Days to Die playthrough, and I'm super excited for it. So I've downloaded a handful of mods, not too many, but just enough to make the game a little bit more interesting. The number one mod that I downloaded was a weapon pack. I also downloaded a lighting and shader pack, so if you see it looks a little different. We have some nice, some better shadows, some better lighting. And I also downloaded a vehicle pack, so we have, I think, around 20 new vehicles, which is really cool. And there's a bunch of other stuff I downloaded as well that we'll kind of discover as we play. So let's begin with the tutorial. As always, gotta start punching grass and gathering some stones. I would say it never gets old, but it definitely gets old. Alrighty. I wish you could turn on the marking for the stones throughout the game. Oh, my bad. That is not my stone. How dare I? We'll get a little bit more plant fiber. So yeah, there's a bunch of cool weapons to check out in this mod that I think we will discover pretty soon. In addition to the weapon mod, there's one that went along with it, which is something I had to add in there to make sure the weapon drops and the new ammo types get added to the loot pool. And that also increases the chances of better loot in the game. Not artificially to an insane point, but it just makes the loot a little better and more interesting.
Get lost, bum. For fuck's sake, what is it now? Well, there's a fucking door. Why don't you use it? Let's make a pact. Well, good luck.
So we already are at the trader. I figure we might as well just grab his mission, and then we'll continue on with our tutorial here. So let's craft this bad boy. And I like to reorganize this because it's not in a good order, personally. I leave everything else in my inventory. Well, I don't even need that. Alright, what next? Harvest some wood. So yeah, this will be much different than the last series we just finished. Okay, that was delayed. So if you don't know, we just finished a series on my channel that was 10 episodes, and it was a Blood Moon every night series. So we did 10 days in a row, where each day we had a blood moon, and that was pretty exciting. Whoa, that tree just like disappeared. Alrighty then. I tested out the mod a little bit beforehand, and that did not happen, so we'll just have to roll with it. So this is going to be much different than Horde every night. So I have the days set to 40 minutes, that way we can kind of speed things along a little bit, and I don't have to do 1 hour long episodes for each recording session, so that'll make it a little easier for me. And I think we'll also get more stuff done. It'll be a little faster paced. And we won't have to worry about blood moon so often, so we will have a bit more freedom to just go out and explore and loot and do quests. I really wanted to take advantage of the new vehicles, so there's going to be plenty of exploring and crafting and all that fun stuff. So I need to find... been finding some trees, but I need to find some stone without waking up any zombies. There we go. Good source of stone here. Even better than an actual rock itself. Concrete mix, that's actually crazy useful right there. Super good loot right there for building. Let's see what's in here. Another book. So yeah, I'm going to sell this one, in case you're wondering why I'm not using it. We'll go ahead and use that one, though. I'll just kind of pick stuff up until we run out of space. So yeah, we'll craft our outfit. Wooden club, which we probably won't really use. And I forgot to mention, there's actually a few melee weapons that come with the weapon pack. It's mostly guns. You have some dual-wielding pistols. You have some assault rifles, and even some things that are explosive. I'll just leave it at that, I won't spoil it. SMGs, pistols, machine guns, tons of cool stuff. It really expands on the weaponry that we have access to. And then we also get some really cool melee weapons, some of which are like medieval themed and very, very powerful. I set the difficulty to Nomad, which is out of the 6 difficulties, it's the 3rd one. So we're the zombies are a little bit more tanky, and I did that because when I was testing, the zombies went down in like 1 or 2 shots, and it wasn't as exciting as like shooting a zombie a bunch of times. So I figure we can have a bit more fun this way as well. I'm thinking we'll come across a bit more ammo this time because of the enhanced looting. But we will see. I haven't experimented too much with this mod, so there's a bunch of new stuff that I haven't seen as well. Most of it I haven't seen. My only concern was making sure it worked before I started recording. So yeah, getting a lot of sledgehammer skill. Whoa! This could be bad. I need you to not... I need you to not continue living. I forget, those things come out of these... If you don't know, I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure a Screamer is always living in the upstairs of these construction POIs. Like this one in particular. So yeah, that was, that could have been bad. If she screamed, we'd be in trouble. Because our wood club isn't doing nothing right now. I think I spec'd into clubs like... Ooh, wow, a wheel. That's really good. So yeah, you can see how the loot is a little better. I have the loot abundance on standard 100%. When I was testing this out, I did put it up to 150. And I was getting like absurdly good loot, so I was like, that's a bit too much. Jeez. I was like, what is it now? It's a snake. God, I forgot there was a dog in this trailer park. Jeez. Alright, so we're out of medical supplies. But we did find some good loot. Shotgun Messiah. Ooh, that's my favorite book, actually. Breaching ammo is so good. If you're playing a game right now and you have that book already unlocked, craft up some breaching ammo and shoot one of the reinforced chests a couple times, it'll just crack open for you. You don't have to use lockpicks. You don't have to sit there and bash it with a pickaxe. It's amazing. It's my favorite ammo in the whole game. And it's one of the main reasons I even use shotguns. Okay, 10% more damage when using a scope. So, I forgot we need to craft some arrows. That way we can use our bow. So yeah, I'm loving the concrete mix. That's normally something you don't see at all. For no apparent reason either. Right in the eyeball. Southern farming. Cool. And I'm looking forward to doing farming this time too. We were so scattered and fragmented on our time that we had each day in the last series. I'm really looking forward to this series because we can just experience the game like completely for what it is. The last series was really a challenge for me because I had never done a Horde night every night. And it was really fun, don't get me wrong, but it was also stressful because you have a Horde every night. If you haven't done it and you're more of a seasoned player, I would try it out and see if you can hack it. You'll play the game differently, and you'll kind of like use different skills you didn't really know you had or needed. I distinctly remember one time I desperately needed pipes, and I have 1,000 hours in this game, but I didn't actually know how to get... I didn't remember how to get pipes. Can't believe I missed that. And I needed pipes to repair my pipe weapons. But I just couldn't find any pipes. And I didn't have a wrench either, so that made it more difficult. So I was beating things up with my stone axe trying to get pipes, and I don't think I got it that episode. I had to wait till the next episode before I discovered you can break down sink faucets, and you get pipes from that because of the plumbing. So that's actually somewhere where I learned something new, or at least remembered how to do it. Lots of good stuff right here. There you go, there's a pipe for us. We'll probably still be using pipe weapons in the beginning, unless we get really lucky and find like a good weapon from the new mod. Alright, we're not going back there. I see a doghouse. I don't have a good enough weapon. Stone spear. The bolt action rifles in this mod are really cool. I'm sure we'll find one early on. Relatively early, like in the first few days. But for now I need a bone knife. Sticking to the basics for now. Open challenges window. Alright. Cool beans. There we go. Amazing. We are survivors now. Got a little crawler guy over here. So the days go by really quick with the 40-minute days. It'll make it a little bit more arcadey, a little bit more interesting for you guys, because the day-night cycle will come and go faster. We'll have to be, you know, doing quests and then worrying about nighttime and trying to balance our day that way. But I think it'll be fun. And we will also have blood moons in 2/3 of the actual real time. Or how do I say that? In 2/3 of the time normally. Wow, a wrench already. That's amazing. So this is what 9mm ammo looks like now. It actually comes in a little box. So we'll grab that too. That makes me curious to see if there's anything else valuable up here. Forge ahead, I'll take it. Yeah, the loot is very solid. It's not blowing me away completely. We're not, like, we don't have an M60 machine gun right now, but we're getting the stuff that we need. So it's actually going kind of in line with how quickly the day is progressing. It's already almost 4 p.m. So this is a pretty big house. I think there's going to be a number of zombies. And apparently they're on fire too. Hey guys. Yeah, I don't want to get stuck in the garage. Pretty sure that went right between them. Come on now. Alright, I don't know how that even missed. Oh, we're infected now. Wonderful. Yeah, I can definitely feel the difference with Nomad versus Survivor difficulty. Starting out, your weapons are just so weak. So we'll have to just deal with it. Ugh. Infected already. How sad. I feel like he walks faster. I always back up as fast as I can as soon as I hit them, because they just stumble towards you. Ouch. This guy's tough. There we go. I was gonna say, don't lose your head over it. Okay. I'm gonna skip out on the rest of that house. There's probably good loot in there, but... Journey to settlement? Wait, what? It doesn't say trader, it says settlement. I wonder if that's the same thing or if it's different somehow. He's coming after me. There we go. Yeah, these guys are definitely tougher. So yeah, settlement makes me think that it's like there's NPCs or something, which I don't know about. That would be a cool mod to install, though. Like companions and stuff. I didn't see one that was like that. That was compatible with version 1.4, which is what I'm in right now. But having an NPC and companion mod would be pretty cool. I think the future of a lot of my content with 7 Days is going to be mod focused, because everyone's played vanilla a million times now. The game's been in alpha for 10 years, so people are into the modded stuff a lot now.
You're great. Here you go. Don't spend it all at my shop, my rules. You follow, or you fuck off.
I don't think we need an engine right now. I'll take the money. Don't need paper. I've never really used torches, like, ever, so we'll sell the things we don't really need to carry. That looks pretty good. That's a bunch of money. I'll just sell that because we got it so easily anyways. So we got 4 things to drink and only 2 things to eat. So let's see here. A lot of cool stuff to buy. Some explosives. I'll buy the jar of honey so I can cure this infection. I'll have to do a little better with not getting hit so much. There's a crucible already. Okay.
Thank you very much, and now you can go fuck yourself.
He's always so... He has such a way with words, you know? Alright. Yucca juice. Blackstrap coffee is always good. I'm looking at the water regen. This water regen is amazing. Gives you like 80. Also stamina regen, cold resist, food, health. I'm like 7 short though, which is very sad. I'm gonna go for this one though. Can I buy 2? Oh, they only have 1. Okay. I'm sure we'll be okay. We'll probably find more stuff. We already found 2 goldenrod tea, so I imagine we will be fine. You know, I just realized we meant to buy food, not drink. We already had. I guess I like opened this and didn't see much, so I just just closed it and moved on. Yeah, we'll have to buy the salmon. And then a can of tuna too. Eat some of that. We'll eat this too. Alright, so it's almost nighttime. I'm gonna try and clear out a building. If you're wondering, this is the 6K Pregen 1. So I'm using a pre-generated map from the developers. I thought this one would be pretty balanced and a good one to just jump into. I don't think I've played this one before. But yeah, if you like this map and you want to play the same exact map, it's 6K Pregen number 1. May change over time, but if you're in 1.4, it should be exactly like this. I'm thinking we cleared this out right here. It's got a nice fence. It's got a little tower. I just realized we made a mistake. I sold the torch because I don't like using torches in my hand, but I usually place them down on a wall. And now we can't do that. Because I wanted the $2. Whoa. He's sprinting at me. What was that about? Whoa. 4 books? That's amazing. I'll take that. I'll pick that up. We have a wrench, so we should use that instead. Got a little bit of loot. Vehicles, we'll need that. So let's... Okay, our gate's closed already. Let's make sure there's no other zombies around. We don't want any surprises. We'll just pick up everything in our perimeter, and then we'll kind of sort through it tonight. Check out the skill points we want, all that fun stuff. I like the lamp. I'm just gonna leave it there. Another wrench. Excellent. So yeah, it's almost nighttime right now. Need to be careful about going outside because this fence they can see through. I need to take my honey right now before it gets even worse. Scrap that, I'll scrap that. Guess we can make one of these. This won't be our forever base by any means, but we'll throw it down to stop them from spawning at least. Bedroll. We'll put that inside. Somewhere not in the front of the door. Oh, nice. A little bit of food. So yeah, torch would have been nice right about now, but I sold it. It's whatever. Alright, we'll put it down right here. What do I get if I wrench these? Electrical parts. And pipes. Good for selling. I want to use my crappy wrench. We'll use up that durability first. I think I hear a snake out there. Okay, so that's not like a false floor. Can I wrench this? Yeah, that gives us electrical too. It's not even telling us the right time, is it? No, it's not even moving. Useless. Alright, so we're pretty cleared out now. Let's make a little chest. Make 20 of these. We'll make a little wood crate. I think I'll put them against the back wall. To be honest, this room is actually plenty big enough for, like, a normal size base. We'll start... It's weird, I can't put it down because I think this edge is coming out right here. I'll put them along this wall, actually. So we'll put that one right there, we'll put that one there. Alright. I hear some zombies out there, but they're beyond that wall, so we should be fine. How many skill points? We got 5. Alright. What do we want to do, guys? This is the big question. I mean, if you watched my last series, you know I like knives. I do normally like pistols, just not the pipe pistol. I like stealth, so archery would be cool as well. Stealth is like a play style that I'm very familiar with, that I can play very well. This one, though, machine gunner. There are some pretty cool machine guns in this mod. I want to do farming. The fortitude is pretty solid. You always have to do a little bit of strength just for collecting materials and stuff, but you don't need to go clubs or shotguns or sledgehammers. So hard to choose. Maybe I should go something... Lucky Looter is just... Everybody needs loot, you know? Just kind of a basic one. Daring Adventure could be cool. I'm gonna go Advanced Engineering, so we can start getting those Forge Ahead books. Better trade items. It's weird that it says better trade item. Oh, better trader items and get more dukes. But is it saying we get them from quest rewards? Because better barter is about getting a better deal, but not about getting better items. So Daring Adventure, that's just about apparently getting better items at the trader. I think that changed from last time I looked at it. Doesn't look familiar. Well, let's see. What kind of melee weapon do I even want to use? Spears could be okay. Knives are just so good, though. It's really hard to choose. Should probably do one of these. More block damage. And more resources. We'll go with block damage first. I haven't really cared for the Master Chef perk anymore, just because it's about cooking faster and using less ingredients. It's definitely good, but it's not as good as unlocking new recipes, which is no longer part of it. Iron Gut is always a tough one to choose because it helps so much in the beginning. But then, by the time you're level 20, you don't care anymore because you're cooking your food and you have unlimited food. Yeah, very hard to choose. Should we go... So that's medium armor. Where's the light armor at? So that's heavy armor. Is there just medium and heavy armor? I could have sworn there was... Weird, I never even paid attention to that. So we got 3 skill points. Yeah, if I go deep cuts, I'm going to want to keep going. I might end up going an agility fortitude mix, doing a little bit of strength in there, and maybe a little bit of perception too. But fortitude and agility seem like a good combo. I'm not super interested in intellect, besides the things we need to progress. Better trade items sounds really good though, but I don't want to put points into it and then kind of be stuck trying to put points into intellect. We do need advanced engineering though. We need grease monkey. We probably need physician at some point. So it wouldn't be a waste. So we've got nothing in fortitude, nothing in agility, 1 point in strength, 1 point in lucky looter, in perception, and 1 point in there. So the least we can do is put points into the ones we actually want to go into. Pain tolerance is pretty solid. We'll go with machine gunner, and we'll kind of stick with pipe machine guns in the beginning. And 1 health every 35 seconds. Critical engineers heal faster. Pain tolerance is good because you take 5% less damage from basically everything. Find more armor and parts and loot. Yeah, we'll go with 1 armor and 1 weapon for now. Alright, so that took all night. Let me finish this up. I almost forgot to mention, I also installed a mod called Brain Dead Zeds, which is basically a mod about making the zombies not structural engineers anymore. We're getting the scary music. So yeah, that mod is really tailored to change the AI of the zombies a little bit to make it so they don't gang up on like the weakest block of your base. Because that turns like Horde Nights into just the battle of making sure your base isn't like weak on one side or one block is unupgraded on the inside. Because they can just see through the blocks. So yeah, the AI changes kind of make it so that when the zombie sees you, they go directly for you instead of trying to find the optimal path using X-ray vision. So I think I'm going to like that mod a lot. So they're more or less going to attack everything the same way. But it also means that bases like elevated killing corridors, the bases where you go up, 7 blocks and go over and then you stand on kind of like an elevated bunker, those aren't going to work anymore because they're just going to attack the pillars that you're standing on top of. instead of going all the way up the stairs and around, they're not going to follow that exact path anymore. Because that type of base is hijacking their optimized route and using it against them. Haha, we got him. I was sure he was gonna hit me at least once. Every time I see tires, I just see plastic. Very good materials. We don't really need this cloth right now. Actually, we kind of do. Because I don't have any bandages. So let's go back to the base, drop off some stuff. And just keep looting. There might be some loot up there, actually. We can go up there tonight. I guarantee there's going to be a vulture up there, though. Just waiting for us. So yeah, let's do some looting. Let's do some quests. I need to get a campfire going. I'll take some food. 0% dysentery. We could eat it, but I'm just not going to yet. Alright, I don't think we need anything else. We'll throw down a campfire. Grilled corn. Yeah, I don't want to cook that right now. My guy's hungry, so I'll eat the salmon. I'll just eat both, actually. We'll try and find some more food. Alright. So my recording shows we're at about 42 minutes. I don't think I'm going to do like individual episodes and intros and outros like I was last time. I think I'm just going to play for a good hour to 2 hours and then divide up whatever I recorded into pieces that are not too short, not too long. Let me know what you'd prefer the video length to be. Do you want it 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes? Do you like hour-long videos? The shorter they are, the more often they'll come out. I probably wouldn't go below 20 minutes, though. Nice, we got some feathers out of that. Thank you very much, birdie.